All right, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of some Bitcoin Analytica here. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin price action, what's going on in the markets. We're going to be covering this on a couple platforms. We got TikTok, we got YouTube going right now. So hope everyone is doing great, and we're going to get the party started now. Um, so we have been holding the line at 66K. Um, it's been a nice little grind down here, been consistent support signals. Those are order book signals. So throughout this whole line of this whole grind, this whole sideways grind, we've dipped a little bit lower than our ultimate low yesterday, which was at like 65,894. We've only gone down a couple hundred beneath that. So the volatility around here is pretty mellow. We are dealing with some thick overhead resistance still in the 70K plus territory. But for now, we're seeing some really consistent support showing up every time we take these dips as we continue to grind sideways. We have support signals showing up in the 65K territory. So currently things are looking pretty safe and easy to navigate as far as a jump back up into the 70K range. So yeah, everything is still looking pretty sweet as far as the jump is concerned back into the top end of the channel, which has been going on since March. And again, that channel top is the 70 to 72, maybe even 73K territory. So right now things are still looking good for that bounce to happen. As we've grinded sideways, aggregated spot markets have gotten quite a bit more calm as far as the overhead resistance. More buyers are showing up to the party. More buyers are creating support in the order book so that price can't flash down like it did just yesterday morning, where we had a crash down from 70K to 66. So things are still looking pretty good for the action to hold the line here and for us to move back up. We are looking at a pretty overwhelming sell side resistance again at 70K and above. So that is going to be tough for us to break, especially without a fundamental kicker. The Bitcoin conference is over. You know, Bitcoin's not going to be in the top of everyone's mind right now. So we're still dealing with, I think, normal market behaviors. And I don't think we're going to be getting crazy retail demand until after we do something outside of this top end channel. Once we do, then we're dealing with what becomes a what's up, Pops? Good to see you here. Thanks for joining. Once we do get above that 73K territory, let's say we make a new yearly high, or even particularly above the 75K mark, then we're floating in outer space again. We're all in all-time high territory. We're entering price discovery again, and that's when things can get volatile. That's the kind of Bitcoin behavior that we need right now, volatility, in order to break us through some of this upside action. Overhead resistance, I should say. Adding to all this, we do have a widening of the bid-ask spread strongly in favor of the bulls on aggregated perpetual markets. So the perpetual markets, which probably consists of the most volume in the world being traded right now on derivatives exchanges and inverse perpetual swap contracts, we're looking at a large agreement here that there's a lot of reason to be bullish in this range, and at the very least, I think to that 70K territory again. I still think we're channeling, and I think the long-term outlook is still going to be patience, and we're still going to have to wait and see how the market plays out going into an election cycle with, again, a number of fundamental kickers at play. I still think that we're going to have to wait and see how we deal with some of these things. Again, the election cycle is probably the most important of them all. But I do think that it won't be long before we start to decide, are we going to stick around at this range, or are we going to start breaking out? And this does include all crypto markets at this point, because once Bitcoin starts to kick off, then your Shiba Inus and your Doge coins and all these meme coins that are even brand spanking new, things with no white paper, no legitimate concept behind them, no at least back in the day there would be a white paper saying we're going to revolutionize the internet, we're going to solve the Oracle solution with this cryptocurrency, it's going to solve the Oracle problem, it's going to make it so that we can access real world data from a blockchain and our coin is going to be called Oracle Coin. And this is our white paper. This is how we plan to do it. And that's what a white paper is. We used to have those back in the day. But now we're dealing with literally meme coins. I mean, Doge was kind of the first of them all, but it had success. And, the first bull market, 2017, not the first bull market, but I would say largely the first bull market for a lot of cryptocurrencies, probably around probably around 2 to 4,000 different cryptocurrencies. Most of them started shooting up. Now, dealing with a bull market like this, I think meme coins will probably be a big investment, big play. I also think some blockchains, like Solana's, which has been doing pretty well, is going to keep moving up. A lot of these blockchains are going to move up. A lot of stuff is going to happen like that. So I would say this bull market will rise. This tide will rise all ships. What's up, Johnny and Overton? Good to see you guys here. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are all well. Hope everyone's been doing their push-ups and so forth. I don't have time for a very long show here right now, but if any questions you guys have, don't hesitate to ask. I am doing comments, so ask anything you guys have on your mind. But yeah, I mean, the market outlook to me is actually pretty decent right now for a nice little long position, carry us up to back to 70K, maybe a little bit plus, and decide from there where to fight. If buyers get, a little bit energetic, a little excited, then yeah, I could see us popping into that 73K territory again. We're talking about 89 million in sell side orders, aggregated sell side orders between about 4 or 5 exchanges. 89 million at 70K. We have 108 million at 71, 117 million in orders at 72K. A lot of orders. So I would say we probably have a lot to think about there. There's definitely some action up top. For now, I would say it's just a wait and see type scenario, because once it happens, then it's going to be that type of trade, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a breakout trader. I'm more of a plan in advance type. I like to play the small time frames, and on numerous occasions, a small time frame I think gets you in the right position to hold even for a long time and manage your trade more than pick a new entry and a new exit. You can be in a base lev 5x trade and add 5x and pull 5x and make some profit, deepen that exchange wallet so that you can have a better liquidation price in favor of you, in case there is a sweep down or something like that. So base lev trading is certainly on the table. But a breakout trade in this scenario where we get above a certain point, probably 74, 75K, I do have a feeling we'll kick off. Now, there could be an immediate sell-off, which is why I talk about a base lev trade here. A base lev trade would be something that would be quite a bit safer to enter a position with the expectation that I want to stay long indefinitely, but I am able to pull some leverage off the trade. In other words, take some profit and reevaluate a lower leverage position that I would want to consider for a long-term hold. So yeah, that's how things are looking now. For me, I would say a base lev trade strategy is probably going to be one of your greatest tools, and Bitcoin is probably in the next 3 to 6 months really going to take off. Now, 3 months from now puts us right at the end of October, so our election is happening in the USA on November 5th, roughly. So, I mean, for another 3 months, I can see us channel between the 73, 70K range, all the way down as low as probably the 57 to 60K range. I don't really see a massive crash below that mark. Obviously, we had one where we crashed down to something like 52. Let's take a quick look on a larger time frame. And I am going to get a screen back here so that we can all see what the heck is going on, all of us together. But yeah, the lowest point that we went to was like 53K roughly. So that was a bit of a fear-based sell-off, a bit of an outlier in terms of what price should have done. I think the 57s were punishing enough, but a max pain target, to really liquidate a lot of longs and really force out a lot of positions, get people to rage quit their trading setup and smash their keyboards and so forth. Yeah, a max pain target like that, it probably was a move to the downside at the time, and we're not too far off a max pain move to the upside. But again, it clears up overhead above 75K. So max pain could very well just be something like 75K, a flash wick up to 77, 78K, and a move back down into the range high, which would be the 70 to 73K, and a move back down. So yeah, there's a number of scenarios here, and that's why I like small time frames, because it gives me a lot of time to pick my moves, how I see the map playing out, the charts, the long-term view playing out. But yeah, that being said, I think we have a good outlook on the future of this. The next few months, we still have a lot to pay attention to, but I do think that a bounce here makes a lot of sense. Back up to 70K, a bounce here makes total sense to me. So again, if there isn't any questions here in the next couple minutes, I'll probably wrap it up. We don't need to do any long shows here. No cigars right now. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well and staying strong, doing beautiful things with their life. And yeah, I wish you all the absolute best, and I'll be catching up with you guys on another stream. Eventually, we'll be doing a long stream. Gotta say, I do miss hanging out, but I'll catch up with you guys soon. All right, everyone.